Well, joining us tonight are the lead voices. We have NDMA member Lieutenant General Hasnain, who's joining us on the broadcast. We also have turning expert Arnold Dix, who's part of these critical operations in Uttarakhand. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on the broadcast. Lieutenant General Syed Atta Hasnain, first to you, sir. Talking about the manner in which these operations are going on right now, at what critical stage are the rescue operations right now? If you can give our viewers an overview.
Thank you, first of all, for inviting me to your show. As to your question as to what stage we are, well, today is the 10th day, maybe the 11th day of the operations which are going on. And there is the concept of operations is simultaneity. We are attacking from 5 directions into the tunnel, waiting to see which one will succeed first. Now, the one which is most likely to succeed is the one which has been reported since the 16th of November. That is the horizontal probe which is going in through the help of an auger with steel piping being done along with the welding being effected. So that hopefully has stopped on the 16th after some vibrations had been encountered. Hopefully that will recommence maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. And that is supposed to be the fastest way to reach inside. But provided you do not encounter any aspects of Himalayan geology there, if you're going to find a rock, if you're going to also find remnants of the collapsed tunnel in which there is concrete or iron rods, etc., there is going to be another major challenge.
Sure. So
actually at this stage, it's very difficult to really give a statement to say, where are we? Because much like war, much like anti-terrorist operations, this is also an operation in which unpredictability is very, very high.
Absolutely. So there's a close cooperation between multiple agencies, and you'd know that better than anyone. But what if international expertise is on the ground for these rescue operations? We've pulled in all resources. What is the expertise that we are taking on the rescue site?
You see, right from the beginning, the one sensible thing which was really done was that everyone said, let's open up the coffers and go out to anyone and everyone who has got the experience of this. There are lots of people in Sweden, there are people in the United States, there is also the Thailand rescue, but that's an underwater rescue reaching a particular spot inside a tunnel. All of them were contacted. There were other experts who came online and gave a lot of advice, and that is still continuing.
Yes.
The agencies are still continuing that. 3 to 4 people flew down from there to Delhi, were taken to Dehradun, flown up there. Some of them are present there at the moment, still offering advice based upon their experience. Now, everywhere you find a tunnel collapse, you'll always find it is based upon local conditions. It is the local geology. That has a major role to play in this. So you may have the best of expertise from abroad, etc. You have to take into consideration the local conditions. And that is what we are doing, mixing it with all the good advice which is coming.
Absolutely. Sir, I have to ask you this candidly because this is the question on everybody's mind. How confident are we that we'll be able to rescue everyone safely?
There are 41 people inside. They are generally young in their profile, and they all are hardy. They have been experienced in working in such conditions. Most of the labor which works on these tunnels, they've been dedicated labor for quite some time, so their physical fitness is of a very high order. Their ability to take difficulties, survive these difficulties is also very high. But notwithstanding that, I think the perception which needs to be clear in the minds of those who are observing this over a period of time and in the public, that this is not a small, stifling, suffocating space in which the 41 people are trapped. This is a 2-kilometer long tunnel. It's got lighting inside it because that lighting did not break down when the tunnel collapse took place.
Yes.
There are 2 pipelines which are inside. One 4-inch, one 6-inch. Water has been sent inside. Some food items, I'm not specifying what, some food items have been sent inside. Medicine, particularly antidepressants,
yes,
vitamin C and vitamin which is essential for people in enclosed spaces, has also been transported there inside through the help of a compressor, compressed air being pushed through the tubes. And now we've also got a form of communication which has been established with this probe going inside. I'm reasonably hopeful that in the very near future we should be able to establish a line. We
Yes.
should be able to penetrate a line through the tube and perhaps be able to send an instrument, even a small old world instrument of the army, which can be pushed inside. And if that can be successful, then a communication link will have been established on a permanent basis.
Absolutely.
That would be very heartening for the psychosocial part of the health of the workers inside. I think they are quite well from the body angle, but it is the mental aspect, the mind, which in 10 days, 12 days can start getting awkwardly influenced, etc.
Sure.
So that is very essential, and you'll be happy to know, the public will be happy to know, the government has also made arrangements for psychosocial specialists, doctors, to be placed there, so that as soon as one-to-one communications can be established with individuals coming in, then counseling can even also begin. So we are prepared for the long haul. As I can see, we are prepared for the long haul, but we are hopeful that the long haul will not have to be adhered to in the final count.
We hope so, sir. We hope so. And I'm pretty confident that the state and the centre authorities, officers like you, individuals like you, are working round the clock, monitoring the situation. What is the message that you have for the family members? They are very worried, rightly so, anybody would be. But for the family members who are listening to you, of the labourers who are stuck there, what would you like to tell them?
See, all the family members, it's a very important thing, this aspect which you just brought out. I think when you have the backing from as high authority as the Honorable Prime Minister of India,
Yes.
the entire PMO, the major ministries in the Government of India, is the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, which is concerned with this. The NDMA, you have the Uttarakhand SDMA, and I've even spoken to the district magistrate, the deputy collector there, and I've learned of all the arrangements that they have made for the families, administrative arrangements in the
Yes.
hotels, the transportation to the spot, etc. I think with this kind of a backing,
Yes.
you should feel very, very assuaged that every single technical human effort which can be made is going to be made. And I would also like to go to the extent of saying no expense is being saved for this. No expense.
Absolutely.
Because the Air Force, the railways, transport authorities of every kind, equipment being lifted from Hirakud, Baroda, from Indore, anywhere this equipment is lying there, it is being dismantled and picked up. Huge 75-ton pieces are brought on a train all the way up here, transported to this place with special high number of vehicles, and that kind of, even this kind of effort is going on. I think families should feel very, very encouraged that finally, in the final count, their loved ones are all going to be with them very soon.
Thank you for reiteration of that message. So I'll take